Okay, so today I'm doing my first ever story time, and I had debated on if I was actually gonna film this or not because I kind of wanted to like share it on my YouTube channel, but I wasn't exactly sure because I know how easy it is for drama to get started. And yeah, but anyway, this story time is about when a YouTuber actually tried to well, I'm not gonna say she tried to talk to my boyfriend, but she flirted with my boyfriend like in my face.
Bitch, what?
Okay, so what happened was I went to BeautyCon and I met some other YouTubers and stuff while I was there. After BeautyCon, I, went to hang out with some YouTubers and we went out to eat and stuff like that. One of the girls, and I really don't want to start drama with the girls who it wasn't, but I don't know. Some of y'all might be able to figure it out, but oh well. I'm sharing my life and my story, and everything is all about respect, and I feel like if this person didn't have enough respect for me to not flirt with my boyfriend, then I really don't care if people figure out who she is. But I don't want to start drama with the people who were around, but it doesn't really involve them. So anyway, okay, so like I said, I went to BeautyCon, and after BeautyCon, I went to hang out with some people. Well, one of the girls rode with me because I had drove my car to Dallas, and my boyfriend has family in Dallas, so he went and stayed with his cousin. Well, he went and went to visit his cousin or something like that while I was gone. And I remember the year before when I went in 2015 that I had to pay for parking, and so his cousin only lived like 30 minutes away. So I was like, well, instead of me paying for parking, why don't you just take my car and go to your cousin's house or whatever. And so after BeautyCon, he came to pick me up. Well, like I said, the girl rode with us, and the first thing, as soon as he picked us up or whatever, and she was getting in the car, and she was like, oh my god, your eyes are so pretty or whatever. And then I didn't really think anything of that because I'm not one of those girls who I'm not one of those girls who thinks that every girl wants my boyfriend, every girl is flirting with my boyfriend or anything like that. I'm not like that. I'm not gonna say that I haven't been insecure in relationships, but I feel like in those relationships I have reason to be. And my boyfriend now, he doesn't make me feel insecure in my relationship, so I'm not the type of person that just I don't think that everybody is trying to talk to him or anything like that. So okay, so as the day is going on, she just is constantly giving him compliments and stuff like that. He was it would be simple things like him playing music, in the car, and she would be like, oh my god, you got all the best music and DJ blah blah blah. She was just overly complimenting him, just giving him compliments that it was just over basic shit that you ain't even got to compliment nobody over, having all the latest songs on your phone. He was playing Pandora or Spotify. Oh, okay, well let me back up. Okay, and then there would be times because we went out to eat at Shell Shack. So anybody who's ever ate at Shell Shack knows that the wait time is long. We ended up that day we ended up waiting 2 hours before we even got to eat. So anyway, so I went in or whatever to make the to put our name on the list, and then we went to my cousin's house and got the key from her so that we could get back into her apartment because that's where we stayed. So okay, every time I would get out of the car, and mind you, my boyfriend, he's a very laid back person. He's not talkative at all. I'm sure y'all can pretty much see that in the vlogs. Well, he's kind of talkative around me, but anyway, he's not just a talkative person. He doesn't have an outgoing personality is what I'm saying. And he is not the type of person he's the type of person if you don't talk to him, he's not gonna talk to you. So I know it wasn't him, but anyway, I know it wasn't him starting up the conversations or whatever. But anyway, so it's every time I would get out the car, I would come back and she would be talking and having a conversation with him. Mind you, now I don't mind anybody talking to him. I'm not, I said, I'm not a crazy girlfriend, but what made things just weird would be okay, I would hear them talking in the car, but then whenever I would get in the car, everything would just be silent. And that was just kind of I just kind of gave her a little side eye. And I've never had any of these problems with my boyfriend or whatever. Like I said, he's not an outgoing person or anything. He wasn't urging anything on. He was just being himself, just being, just being regular. He wasn't like flirting back with her or anything like that. Pretty much like anytime I would get out of the car, you know, she would be, well, I can't say she would be starting up conversations, but I'm pretty sure that that's what happened because I know my boyfriend and I was around her that day, so I know that she is a very talkative person. But anyway, yeah, pretty much she was just like complimenting him like constantly, like just, she was just being extra, just doing way too much. Like when it was happening, like in a moment, I like picked up on it and I noticed it. Okay, anyway, we went out to eat at Shell Shack or whatever, and she, okay, like we sat at a round table, right? So the round table, you know, there's gonna be two people on the side of you. Well, my boyfriend, he like kind of walked ahead of us or whatever to go and get a seat, and she just like pretty much like rushed up behind him, like trying to sit by him, and I picked up on that too. But it's like, I don't know, in a moment, like I kind of wanted to slap her, but I don't know, I'm just a really passive person, so I didn't really say anything, and I really didn't want to start any drama. But I was noticing everything that she was doing. I wanted to say something, but then it would be like, you know, I want to be professional. Like I don't want, you know, like if my channel does end up growing or blowing up or whatever, like I don't want anybody to be like, oh well, you know, you got into it with this person or you had drama with this person, blah blah blah. Like I was trying to remain professional, and second of all, we were out in public, so like I'm not gonna, first of all, I'm not gonna embarrass my boyfriend like that. I'm not gonna cause a scene because he wasn't doing anything wrong. It was her that was just being, she was being thirsty is what it was. She was being very, very thirsty. And I mean, and mind you, like I had been around this girl all day, and I don't fish for compliments. Like I don't really care if she gave me a compliment or not, but like she never complimented me, like not once on anything. And then you get around my boyfriend and you giving him like 50 million compliments on everything, like even the songs that he playing in the car. Like really? She had us to drop her off with some other friends or whatever that she had that was in town. But and then like she kind of like threw some shade at that friend, and they're supposed to be like all buddy buddy or whatever, and like that was another red flag. So whenever you're around somebody, like if you getting red flags or if their energy just don't feel right, then go with your first mind. So like after we went and dropped her off, like the first thing my boyfriend said whenever we got out the car was, he was like, baby, I think she was flirting with me. And then like it just, I was like, yeah, because at first I was trying not to be, you know, like too, I was trying not to like accuse her of anything, because I mean, like I had just met her that day. You know, I don't know anything about this girl. I just know, you know, like she's on YouTube, and you know, I was just trying to network and, you know, meet other YouTubers and stuff like that, you know, just hang out and have a good time after BeautyCon. And like that just really threw me for a loop, because like I really didn't expect, I just didn't expect her to do it in my face, because that was just crazy. And when it happened, like I just couldn't believe it. You know, like I asked somebody else, I was like, you know, if this happened to you, what would you think, you know, was going on? Or would you think that she was flirting? Or, you know, and yeah, she was flirting. It's very obvious. I mean, honestly, I'll probably never see this girl again in my life. It was just a completely crazy situation. Like, I had never had anything like that happen to me before. Like, it was just so bold and just, like, so obvious. It's like, even though I didn't say anything, because I wasn't going to say anything, and then my boyfriend said something. So, it was just so obvious. But, yeah. So, that is the time that a YouTuber, I won't say a popular YouTuber, well, I don't know. Everybody's definition of popular is different, but to me popular is like 20,000 plus subscribers. So yeah, she's like a smaller YouTuber, but yeah, she flirted with my boyfriend like in my face. And I still like, it's still just like when I think about it, I just be like, oh my god, like, and why would a person do something like that anyway? Because you don't know me, I don't know you, like I could be crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thumbs up this video if you'd like to hear more story times from me, and don't forget to subscribe.
You know you that bitch when you cause all this conversation. Always stay gracious. Best revenge is your paper.